Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Monday, July 5th, at 3:25 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 516 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Afghanistan, all foreign troops must leave by deadline, Taliban. Shooting victims in Fort Worth Como neighborhood mostly innocent bystanders, police say. Ethiopia's Tigray crisis, accept our rule or no ceasefire, rebels say. Fireworks explosion on Maryland beach cancels town celebration, video shows. Traffic stop leads to deadly shooting by North Carolina sheriff's deputy. Texas prison inmates escape on 4th of July. Former Florida prosecutor suspended for sex with a victim in his domestic violence case. Poor favor, last words of one of 6 victims of Haiti plane crash, says U.S. missionary. Ukrainian army under fire for making female soldiers march in high heels. Arkansas governor says that fellow GOP Governor Kristi Noem set a bad precedent in using private funds to send National Guard to U.S.-Mexico border. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Saudi Arabia pushes back on UAE opposition to OPEC Plus deal, Reuters. 2021 MLB All-Star Game, American, National League rosters for Midsummer Classic in Colorado, USA Today. Bill Cosby blasts Howard University for Felicia Rashad response, New York Post. Delta variant is California's most dominant coronavirus strain, Los Angeles Times. Biden to host Independence Day event celebrating progress on the pandemic, the New York Times. 5 things to know about the Trump Organization indictment. The Hill. 8 people shot near a Texas car wash after an argument, CNN. Afghanistan, all foreign troops must leave by deadline, Taliban, Yahoo News. Scale, details of massive Casio ransomware attack emerge, the Associated Press. Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck cozy up in matching outfits in Hamptons hours after Hollywood family outing, Fox News. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Biden on Sha'Carri Richardson suspension over cannabis use, rules are rules. F9, the Fast Saga races to top spot at July 4th box office. Photo, Spider-Man stars Tom Holland and Zendaya spotted making out in a car. July 4th didn't have to be like this. Demolition crews move forward with work at collapsed FL condo tower amid storm fears. Pope Francis goes to hospital for intestinal surgery. 6 months after attack on U.S. Capitol, corporate pledges fall flat. Don Jr. concedes felony count against dad's company is true. They were not tourists, the radicals at the heart of the Capitol riot. Bears, big cats and ferrets get COVID-19 vaccine at Oakland Zoo. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Father writes daughter 690 inspiring lunch notes. Joey Chestnut prepares to defend Nathan's crown. Texas man gives stranger car for free. Family finds float covered in invasive mussels. Couple turns front yard into flag for Eind Day. Milwaukee mentor and coach shot, killed. Man celebrates 90th birthday with Harley-Davidson ride. Non-profit raising funds for volunteer who fell. Cruise ship offered for first responders in FL. Firefighters rescue adult pets from apt fire. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, the New York Times. Workers rush to prepare for Florida condo demolition as storm looms. Lax enforcement let South Florida towers skirt inspections for years. Fauci says he'd wear a mask in places with low vaccination rates. Biden to host Independence Day event celebrating progress on the pandemic. Her family owns slaves. How can she make amends? The tech Cold War's most complicated machine that's out of China's reach. A storm at ESPN over Rachel Nichols' comments on Maria Taylor. Overnight vaccination drive in Rome reaches out to the most fragile. Why America's politics are stubbornly fixed, despite momentous changes. A 4th of July symbol of unity that may no longer unite. The following headlines are from the 6th most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Boston rabbi says it's a miracle he survived stab attack. Little People, Big World stars Jeremy and Audrey Roloff expecting third baby, tiebreaker coming. Binti Irwin takes baby Grace to meet kangaroos, our human Joey. Johnny Joey Jones says Rep Cori Bush's biggest depressor is her sick attitude. Surfside manager pushes back on reports of delayed condo repairs. Alonso, LF fan how Mets stun Yanks 10-5 and DH opener. Democrat Cori Bush slams the 4th of July, claims black people still aren't free. Chinese astronauts make first spacewalk outside new station. Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck cozy up in matching outfits in Hamptons hours after Hollywood family outing. Manny Machado hits 2 homers, Padres rout Phillies 11-1. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Monday, July 5th. The next headlines are from the 7th most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. 4th stimulus check, will you get another relief payment? The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Hundreds of customers queue outside as crowds flock to Jeremy Clarkson's farm shop. Robert Hartman, on behalf of her grateful nation, a truly personal tribute from the Queen. Our guide to the rule changes as Freedom Day finally beckons. Ailton Jones says Twitter account was hacked after close-up of man's bulging underwear was shared. Sage vs. Sajid, do Munger lashes new health secretary's frightening plans to scrap lockdown. Trump organization paid Ivanka using similar strategy to one that saw Alan Weisselberg charged. Thug who stabbed teenager 128 times was transferred to psychiatric hospital the day he was jailed. NHS faces shortage of doctors as rising number of medics want to work part-time, experts warn. Lady Louise Windsor, 17, shows off her carriage driving skills at the Royal Windsor Horse Show. Elizabeth Day, why, and please bear with me, Martha Hancock is as big a legend as Gareth Southgate. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. 3rd Olympian tests positive for coronavirus after arrival in Japan. Vatican says Pope reacted well to intestinal surgery. Pope Francis responded well to colon surgery, Vatican says. At Tesla's Gigafactory site in Germany, Elon Musk comes up against green activism and red tape. Cuba evacuates 180,000 as tropical storm Elsa approaches. Lobsters' feelings loom large as British Parliament debates animal welfare bill. U.S. military denies American troops in Syria were attacked. Scarred by May school bombing, Afghanistan's Hazara sphere what awaits them as Taliban gains ground. Iran, facing another virus surge, reimposes restrictions and focuses on homegrown vaccines. Philippine military transport crashes, killing dozens. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. As it happened, coronavirus updates. Russia sees 5-day spike in deaths. South Africa reports record daily cases. Pope Francis goes to hospital for scheduled surgery on colon. 4th of July, U.S. celebrates but White House does not mandate masks or vaccines. Politics trumps COVID science and Javid's push to live with the virus. Oregon governor, death toll from Northwest heat wave unacceptable. Miami condo collapse, death toll at 24 as search pauses for demolition. Pure hell, Cyprus hit by worst forest fire in decades. Joey Chestnut eats record 76 hot dogs in 10 minutes to win Nathan's famous title. Whatever happens next at Euro 2020, this England team are unlike any other Barney Ronay. Whole genome sequencing of all UK newborns would have public support. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Live, ABC News Live, President Biden speaks at the White House. Scale, details of massive Cassia ransomware attack emerge. Man ID'd, arrested for crashing car into Washington Monument barrier, police. 8 people wounded in shooting near Fort Worth car wash. Vaccine hesitant or in death lottery, VA governor says. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. The questions raised by U.S. government UFO report. Israeli cities residents fear for the future. Pope responds well to colon surgery at Rome hospital. Jacob Zuma, supporters form human shield to stop ex-president's arrest. Diddy ordered off China's app stores by nation's cyber regulator. Cyprus, nations send help to tackle worst wildfire in decades. Miami building collapse, search efforts suspended ahead of demolition. Philippines military plane crash kills at least 45 but doesn't survive. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Independence Day 2021, 4th of July celebrated around the U.S. Ransomware attack leaves companies scrambling. Demolition at Florida condo collapse site could come as early as today as tropical storm Elsa looms. AP top stories July 4th p. Forecasters keep a watchful eye on tropical storm Elsa as it tracks closer to Florida. 11 arrested in Massachusetts standoff. Here's what we know about the group and Moorish sovereign movement. Damage forces evacuation of Miami Beach apartment. Pope Francis in hospital for intestinal surgery. A chance to amplify one another. What is Disability Pride Month? CDC investigating death of Michigan boy who died days after getting Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Kamala Harris greets firefighters in her Brentwood neighborhood. Families displaced by fireworks explosion in South LA spend July 4th seeking help. Highly infectious Delta variant spreads rapidly, now California's dominant coronavirus strain. After what 2020 put them through, Californians tell us how 4th of July has taken on new meaning. Independent looks different this July 4th, thanks to the hell year that was 2020. Even in the US he couldn't escape the label untouchable. South LA man faces federal charges after Los Angeles Police Department detonates fireworks. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Monday, July 5th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Pfizer vaccine 70% effective against Delta variant, claims study in Israel. Large explosion in the Caspian Sea, cause unclear. Cuba evacuates 70,000 as tropical storm Elsa threatens heavy flooding extreme weather. Israeli cargo ship hit by unidentified weapon in Indian Ocean. Myanmar forces kill 25 in raid on town, residents and media say. Abnormally high sea turtle and dolphin deaths reported after acid-laden ship sinks off Sri Lanka. Top Erdogan bureaucrat accused of trafficking young women for politicians. World's largest ever 4-day week trial overwhelming success. China and India move tens of thousands of troops to the border as tensions rise. The Taliban have captured a key district in their former bastion of Kandahar after fierce nighttime fighting with Afghan government forces, officials said Sunday, sending scores of families fleeing from the area. Empty oxygen cylinders are piling up almost as fast as bodies in the city of Khulna, which has become Bangladesh's coronavirus hotspot in a dire new surge. The government has ordered a strict week-long nationwide lockdown in a bid to halt the spread of COVID-19. EU's ban on single-use plastic tableware, cotton buds comes into force. The EU's ban on certain single-use plastic products, including plates, cutlery, food containers and cotton buds, entered into force on Saturday. Iran may have mistakenly targeted ship it believed was Israeli-owned. Ghana's Speaker of Parliament says the LGBT+ pandemic is worse than COVID-19. Hackers conduct one of the largest supply chain cyber attacks to date. The next headlines are from Forbes. Vizio takes a big bite of the Apple experience without the Apple tax. Fear Street, 1994 failed as a slasher flick in almost every single way. These 25 movies have dominated Netflix the most in 2021. Every new movie you can stream on Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, HBO and Disney Plus this week. Calls for Gwen Berry's disqualification from Olympics over flag protest dominated Facebook this week. A setback for the ethanol industry. Delta variant could push U.S. COVID immunity to 85%, says former FDA head. Tampa Bay Lightning defense making a difference offensively as Stanley Cup pursuit has progressed. Box office, Zola nabs $2 as Cruella tops $200 in global. Demolishing remainder of Miami condo should accelerate recovery of missing people, mayor says. The world population update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,716,162,713 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Crypto Keepers NFT-backed drama series hatched by Hong Kong's AMM Global. Normal People sweeps the board at Irish Film and Television Awards, Wolfwalkers takes Best Film. Bill Cosby says Lord University must support Felicia Rashad's freedom of speech in new statement. Can Zola bring Coleman Domingo supporting actor love from the Academy? Nikatsu adds restored title Haruko the Goblin to Can Market slate. We the People musical moments, ranked. 6 Reasons Why Zola, a virtuoso walk on the wild side, is the must-see movie of the summer, column. South Asian documentaries to compete at Cannes Docs. Korea box office, Hard Hit holds first place on second weekend. Box office, F9 Feet reigns over July 4th weekend as Boss Baby 2, Zola starts strong. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Search efforts remain paused in Surfside as officials race to prepare demolition. The Vatican says the Pope reacted well to intestinal surgery. Florida's governor issues state of emergency as tropical storm Elsa closes in. A military plane crash in the Philippines has left at least 45 people dead. After condo collapse, Florida officials scramble to find other unsafe buildings. The dark side of being an Olympic host city. New Pew study explains Joe Biden's 2020 presidential victory. Politics chat, Biden does not meet July 4th vaccination goal. She struggled to reclaim her indigenous name. She hopes others have it easier. Seeking a path back to a glorious 4th as COVID clouds begin to part. The following headlines are from the week. Biden's COVID-19 czar says there's a lot to celebrate despite missing July 4th vaccine goal. Surfside mayor, search operation absolutely not a recovery effort. Raising wages may not be enough to sway workers, organizational psychologist suggests. DeSantis chief of staff reportedly inquired about postponement of Trump's Sarasota rally. Why health experts are concerned about high turnover rate among U.S. immunization managers. Biden gets low marks on immigration policies, poll shows. The villains behind the heat wave. Baseball's latest cheating scandal. Microsoft's quiet triumph. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Unfortunately, there are other viable explanations for the subsurface lakes on Mars. These are the news headlines for today, Monday, July 5th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Dragon Man may be Homo sapiens' closest relative. Earth farthest from the Sun on July 5th. Moon, Mercury, stars in Taurus before Sun up July 5th to 8. The next news is from Politico. French cities are working to ruin urban summer. What politicos are reading this summer. George Floyd's murder transformed America. Scale, details of massive ransomware attack emerge. Demolition of collapsed Florida condo set. Allen West running for governor of Texas. Oregon's governor worries heat wave a harbinger of things to come. Utah's governor, politics is becoming religion in our country. Clyburn knocks unsparing use of Senate filibuster. Vatican says Pope Francis reacted well to intestinal surgery. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Best of Cartoons, July 5th, 2021. Australia Newsle Hive, Sydney COVID-19 cases and exposure sites grow, no new cases in Victoria. Meet the Herald State Politics team. The shot that sparked thrilling playoff victory for Cam Davis on US PGA Tour. Tabcorp rejects wagering bids, will spin off lottery's arm. LNP selects only man in five-way pre-selection race to replace Lanning on ballot. St. Kilda venue fined for breaching COVID-19 restrictions as state records no new local cases. I've never had so much work, the young Aussies getting rich on TikTok. ASX futures flat, consortium lobs $22.3 billion bid for Sydney Airport. Your daily horoscope for Monday, July 5th. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. The Margin, here's how Mark Zuckerberg spent his 4th of July, prepare to cringe. Newswatch, what to expect if peak everything already has happened and markets feel the force of gravity again. Economic outlook, there are plenty of jobs, but not enough people to fill them, what's going on? Newswatch, these 15 stocks, June's biggest losers, could become July's winners. Buy this, not that. 5 best products to soothe sunburn, starting at $7, according to dermatologists and skincare pros. This U.S. city has the highest share of super-rich residents in the world, and it's not New York, Seattle or San Francisco. This is the #1 reason unemployed Americans aren't looking for work. The big move, we live in California where $1 million gets you a fixer-upper. Should we stop investing $5,000 a month and buy a home instead? Tax Watch, Peter Thiel turned his Roth IRA into a pot of gold. You can too, but tread carefully. Tax Watch, some remote workers say they're being unfairly taxed, and they're soon to stop it. The next headlines are from Quartz. China is reining in one of its most successful tech businesses just days after its US IPO. A timeline of South Africa's vaccine mistakes. Psychedelic medicine companies to watch. How psychedelics became a pharma darling. More than 1,000 businesses worldwide were hit by this weekend's ransomware attack. Egypt's VC darlings, cannabis cash, vaccine passport fight. The EU's new vaccine passport is causing whiplash for Africans and Indians. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. Funniest, most insightful comments of the week at Tech Dirt. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Apex Legends. Gene Siller. Troy Merritt. Nick Cannon. Fireworks. Independence Day 2021. Listeria. Happy 4th of July. Independence Day movie. American flag. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Israel negotiates vaccine swap with another country after Palestinians reject expiring Pfizer jabs. Black people still aren't free, Congressional Squad member Cori Bush says July 4th is about freedom for white people. Massive fireball off Azerbaijan coast, ministry blames volcano, videos. Denmark fan speaks out after Euro 2020 rainbow flag confiscated in Baku Stadium. As Biden misses July 4th vaccination target, poll reveals how jabs become another demarcation in polarized America. Hot dog loving page SP Ironic posts revealing 4th of July snap as she's left frustrated after speed eating champ smashes record. News of key witness lying is devastating for U.S. case against Assange. It must be dropped, WikiLeaks co-founder's ally tells RT. Freedom fireworks celebrating Independence Day cancelled due to Washington curfew. What a cracking try, rugby star Lawrence scores hilarious points for England as U.S. opponent pulls down shorts, video. Boxing icon Jones Jr. reveals how hard Mike Tyson still hits, and says it would take $10 million to get him back in ring, video. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Target to close stores early in San Francisco due to chronic shoplifting. Here are the best and worst performing assets of the first half. The new state of play post-Biden Putin. Activist athlete Gwen Berry made rape jokes and mocked white people, Mexicans and Asians in old tweets. Stockman, no, we weren't all born yesterday. Watch, video captures unintentional discharge of fireworks on Maryland beach. CHS on July 4th, sorry, America, you lost me. Biden insists we are not sure Russians behind ransomware attack on 200 U.S. companies. Trump promises to restore free speech in America. U.S. rolls back more sanctions on Iranians with Vienna talks still stalled. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Canadian military to provide air support as BC battles wildfires. Mapuche woman to lead body drafting Chile's new constitution. Ethiopia's Renaissance Dam, has diplomacy failed? Jacob Zuma compares South Africa judges with apartheid rulers. Standing up to the U.S. on the Iran deal is not an option. Pope Francis doing well after planned surgery, Vatican says. UAE rebuffs plan by OPEC, allies to extend production pact. Cuba evacuates 180,000 as Elsa continues its approach. Biden urges July 4th celebration but COVID concerns remain. TPLF lays out conditions for truce talks with Ethiopian govt. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Independence Day, Marvel Comics makes Captain America say American dream is a lie. Recently surfaced video concerning diversity sparks backlash at ESPN. Report, state investigating allegation of NY principal forcing co-worker to take racy photos of her. GOP Senator Marshall, public shaming response needed for China's role in COVID, not just the US, but other countries as well. Geraldo Rivera, Cosby, and maybe Weinstein, going free because Me Too pressure is not the way the criminal justice system works. Maxine Waters criticizes Declaration of Independence on 4th of July. Washington Nationals cancel Freedom fireworks due to noise curfew. Washington Post writer claims Statue of Liberty a symbol of hypocrisy. Rep. Cori Bush, July 4th is for white people, black people still aren't free, America is stolen land. Far Left Nation on July 4th, founders of our nation were colonizers, American exceptionalism grounded in racism. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Flying car completes first ever flight between airports then transforms back into a sports car in 3 minutes. Out of ideas for entertaining the kids? Here's some free family fun to try while on vacations. This kid has sensational dance moves, even doing double dutch at the same time. This week's inspiring horoscopes from Rob Bresney's Free Will Astrology. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Monday, July 5th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. A nation conceived in liberty confronts its queasiness with a MILF mobile. A Florida dog was found more than 1,000 miles away in Michigan 7 years after he went missing. Massachusetts man collects his second $1 million lottery jackpot. Long overdue books return to Massachusetts library. Big cats, bears, ferrets get COVID-19 vaccine at Oakland Zoo. Adult website reportedly offers Barcelona $10 MTO fund Messi contract, become live streaming partner. California correctional officer sentenced for depraved sex with inmates in view of other prisoners. Watch this artistic octopus use its tentacles to paint at the Florida aquarium. German scientists built a high-resolution microscope out of Lego bricks. How women can smell if a man is single. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. These $20 online learning options could make this the summer of your new career. Get private internet access VPN for almost 70% off, and get a $15 credit too. We'll never find dark matter without quantum tech. A decade since the year of the hacktivist, online protests look set to return. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Monday, July 5th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Sandy police ask for public's help finding a missing woman. Summer swelter trend, West gets hotter days, East gets hot nights. Gymnast Michaela Skinner announces she will not compete again for the University of Utah. Politicization of COVID-19 led to bad decisions during the pandemic, Cox says on CBS Face the Nation. Officials identify man who reportedly drowned at Deer Creek Reservoir. After 2020 cancellation, Stadium of Fire comes back with a bang. Birds throughout the hemisphere could pay for Utah's water mistakes. Maureen Dowd, Presidents and Their First Friends. Family History Library set to reopen with some changes. Charles M. Blow, we must altering our vision of how voting works. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Apple is decentralizing out of Silicon Valley. Can heat pumps change demand for air conditioners into a climate change win? Free Software Foundation announces next step for improving board governance. Will a pandemic wave of automation be bad news for workers? New instant water disinfectant millions of times more effective than commercial methods. Still troubled Hubble Space Telescope once snapped a red, white, and blue image. CNN reports unprecedented heat, hundreds dead as climate change hits the northern hemisphere. San Francisco startup hopes to open sushi bar serving lab-grown salmon. To help live streamers avoid copyright violations, Riot Games releases an uncopyrighted album. California tests off-the-grid solutions to climate-related power outages. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Arenado, Reyes named to National League All-Star team. Man fatally struck on Highway 30 after walking in front of car. COVID hospitalizations in Missouri top 900 patients for fourth straight day, first time since early March. West County Mall shooting, charges filed against 21-year-old. 99% of COVID deaths in U.S. are unvaccinated people, Fauci calls it sad. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. 3 more Padres named to NL All-Star roster. Man shot in leg in City Heights. Man shot while driving. Man shot in back downtown, second potential victim found miles away. Watch, deputy tosses spike strip across road to stop fleeing driver. Evacuations lifted, highway reopens as crews make great progress on wildfire. News now, man shot downtown, police chase caught on video. 12-year-old boy fatally shot outside his South Bay home. Home runs by Harper, Hoskins lead Phillies over Padres 4-2. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. New U.S. Air Force tanker reaches 5,000 sortie milestone. F-35 global fighter fleet reaches 400,000 flight hours. Northrop Grumman delivers ESPA-STAR-D spacecraft bus for Air Force NTS-3 mission. U.S. Army conduct airdrop tests of new infantry squad vehicle at FT Bragg. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Monday, July 5, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Vallejo native Joey Jaws Chestnut wins hot dog eating contest. Forward progress stopped for 35-acre fire in Clayton. Crews control fire in San Jose mobile home park. Tips to survive the backyard barbecue. Inside SF's iconic Top of the Mark Lounge. Cuba evacuates 70,000 as tropical storm Elsa approaches. Criminal behavior, fire officials warn of dangers from illegal fireworks. Oakland restricts traffic on Grizzly Peak, around Lake Merritt. America is back, Biden gives July 4th message, encourages vaccines. Pope Francis goes to hospital in Rome for intestinal surgery. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Abreu's ninth inning homer not enough in Sox's loss. Mid-Opera reaches agreement with locked-out stagehands. Official, drilling done, demolition of collapsed condo set. Gurriel scores on error in 10th, Astros sweep Indians 4-3. Cubs do just enough wrong to extend losing streak to 9. Grammar Moses, when is something offensive and when is it anachronistic? Drilling nearly done to demolish rest of collapsed condo. Cubs drop 9th straight after Reds get out of jam in 9th inning. Where you can find fireworks in the suburbs tonight. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Orange alert for tropical cyclone Elsa 21. Population affected by category 1, 120 kilometers per hour. Wind speeds or higher is 94,310. Green alert for tropical cyclone 721. Population affected by category 1, 120 kilometers per hour. Wind speeds or higher is 0. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.6 m, depth 46.3 km, in Mexico April 7, 2021, 2:45 UTC, 200,000 people within 100 kilometers. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 6 m, depth 10 km, in Chile April 7, 2021, 1:29 UTC, about 68,000 people within 100 kilometers. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 6 m, depth 10 km, in Chile April 7, 2021, 1:01 UTC, about 68,000 people within 100 kilometers. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Monday, July 5th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. 3-year-old died after being hit by car father was driving in Harris Company, law enforcement said. Scattered storms for the 4th, but dry for most by fireworks time. Live, Biden hosts largest event of his presidency as vaccine goals fall short. As carnival sails from Galveston, here are the plans to keep passengers safe. Old-Timers Association, Houston nonprofit, hit by wire thieves. Steer clear of these street closures near Freedom Over Texas event. Crews nearly done drilling for Florida condo demolition, collapse death toll at 24 live update. Avoid the 4th of July traffic headache, here are the best times to hit the road. Driver bumps woman off bike and gets shot by another bicyclist in Southeast Houston. 18-year-old's bond denied after high-speed chase with Splendora police, 7-month-old inside unharmed. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Meadows gets 3 hits, Franco homers as Rays beat Blue Jays. Lightning lead Cup Final 3-0, on cusp of repeating as champs. Anderson, Pirates win 2-0 to stop Brewers' 11-game run. Another Isolation Cup celebration, Lightning would take it. Bullpen strong again as Reds hand Cubs' 9th straight loss. Candelario helps Tigers beat White Sox 6-5 for series win. Ohtani first All-Star picked as pitcher, position player. Fried's pinch hit single lifts Braves past Marlins 8-7-10. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Modern slavery, how consumers can make a difference. First person, the Somali refugees planting a new life in the United States. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Bread and circuses, U.S. households increase debt in wealth-destroying areas, mortgage debt holds steady since 2008 while debt in auto loans, student loans, and credit cards reach record levels. Belarus seals off border with Ukraine as president warns of repeat of 1941. The culture war has a new target, Independence Day. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Hobby Lobby places July 4th newspaper ad, One Nation Under God. Did FDR tell people he murdered his grandmother to see if they were listening? Ukraine criticized for making female cadets parade in heels. July 4th, Juneteenth and the meaning of national holidays. Does this pic show true colors of terracotta soldiers before rapid deterioration? Disney World's 50th anniversary jewel appears to fall off castle. Is this giant jungle centipede real? We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. 3 men, including pro golfer, shot dead on Georgia course. 8th suspect arrested in dismemberment of Georgia mom Rosanna Delgado. Arkansas GOP Gov. Kristi Noem setting back precedent with National Guard donation. Cardinal fired by Pope Francis among 10 indicted by Vatican for fraud. Did Prince William's staff plant stories about Prince Harry's mental health? Little Walter song that changed everything for the blues. Patriotism amounts to a lot more than love it or leave it. China has a big plan for post-US Afghanistan, and it's worth billions. The right's critical race theory panic is pure projection. The African-American hunter behind Roosevelt's teddy bear. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Company behind Keystone XL pipeline seeks $15 billion damages from U.S. Part of Marcus Stroman's shaky Mets return still felt amazing. Man who robbed taco shop with water gun has life sentence commuted. Former Trump spokesman launches new social media platform GETTR. Garrett Cole, Aroldis Chapman make All-Star game after brutal Yankees loss. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Billionaire's race to space heats up. Democratic Congressman Andrew Carson wants hearings on UFO sightings. Small wonders, what ants can teach us. What can ants teach us? The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. At least 95 heat deaths in Oregon alone, governor says. Pope Francis reacted well to intestinal surgery, Vatican says. U.S. troops withdrawal from Afghanistan will leave it open to Taliban takeover, says Texas Republican. Golf pro, 2 others fatally shot at Georgia Country Club. 8 shot near Texas car wash hours after party. Joey Chestnut wins Coney Island hot dog eating contest, breaks own world record. Florida town pushes back on report of delayed repairs after condo collapse. Lori Vallow went to Burger King immediately after her brother killed her husband, police. Collapsed Florida condo nearly ready for demolition. Expect COVID spikes where vaccination rates are low, Fauci says. The following headlines are from military.com. Capitol, symbol of democracy, off limits on Independence Day. Putin okays revised Russian national security strategy. Egypt opens naval base, latest example of military buildup. Taliban take districts in northeast Afghanistan from fleeing troops. Philippine C-130 military plane crashes, 40 rescued. Meet the team with an unusual task for the newest carrier shock trials, preserving marine life. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. 5-year-old girl injured in West Pullman shooting, police say. In the return of Hyde Park's 4th on 53rd celebration, families are just happy to be out. 2 fatally shot after Hammond Festival spills into smaller park, mayor says event will never be held again. 11 people rescued from sinking boat near 59th Street Harbor. 4 killed, 13 injured in Chicago gun violence Saturday into Sunday, police say. Advocates hopeful Biden pledge to fight gun trafficking will focus on private sellers. 1 dead in crash on Dan Ryan Expressway at 95th Street, Illinois State Police investigating. 4th of July fireworks and celebrations in Chicagoland. Grand Park Music Festival salute brings live music and happy crowds back to Millennium Park. 1 killed, 2 injured in Little Village shooting, police say. The following headlines are from FIS.org. Philippines on alert for another volcano eruption as thousands flee. Summer swelter trend, West gets hotter days, East hot nights. Tropical storm Elsa nears Cuba amid fears of flooding. Astronauts complete first spacewalk at China's new Xiangguang station. The City of David and the Shark's Teeth mystery. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Monday, July 5th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Nick Pivetta strikes out 10, pitches Red Sox past A's 1-0. In quick and efficient fashion, Mariners put away Rangers 4-1 for another series victory. Des comes through again, Rocks rally for 3-2 win over Cards. Beckman hangs on for first PGA Tour Champions victory. Tokyo-bound, Australia to send 472 athletes to the Olympics. U.S. to play Canada at Nashville, first home World Cup qualifier. Maida, Polanco lead Twins past Royals 6-2 to stop skid. Inside the Glass reporter to continue as NBC exits NHL. Elliott wins at Road America to start new Hendrick streak. Barcelona-style Messi driving Argentina at Copa America. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. Kirker fire, aggressive attack walls Contra Costa County blaze at 35 acres. Vatican says Pope reacted well to intestinal surgery. James Kaprielian pitches gem, but fried A's shut out by Red Sox. More mudslides block I-70 in western Colorado. SF Giants All-Star contingent grows with Crawford, Gausman, and Y Group could get bigger. Matt Olson selected as lone Oakland A's All-Star, but others could follow. Fatal crash reported in San Martin. Newark police seize 600 pounds of illegal fireworks, 2 men arrested. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Will Smith pays for July 4th fireworks in New Orleans. Inside the Beltway, Texas calls in the grassroots army. Casio ransomware attack by our evil affiliate called biggest on record. Acts 29 church planting network reap success during pandemic. Facebook blocks revolution hashtag on Independence Day weekend. Delaware State Trooper Stephen Ballard mortgage paid off by Tunnel to Towers Foundation. Allen West to run for Texas governor, to challenge Greg Abbott in Republican primary. Emergency rental assistance funds slowed by bureaucratic hurdles. Backlash hits Facebook over new extremist content alerts. Walmart, General Electric, Pfizer renege on January 6 Capitol riot funding promises. The next headlines are from The Intercept. At 245, America is old enough to be honest about its founding. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Monday, July 5th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Gold finder, scientists discover why we can find gold at all. Scientists reconstruct Mediterranean silver trade, from Trojan War to Roman Republic. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Man suffers severe injuries in firework explosion in West Pullman. 2 critically hurt in Marquette Park shooting. 42 shot, 10 fatally, in Chicago since Friday night. Chris Bryant, Craig Kimbrell named to National League All-Star team. White Sox pitchers Rodden, Lynn, Hendricks named to All-Star team. Cubs drop MLB worst 9th straight game and loss to the Reds. It was pretty terrible, Lucas Giolito says of his performance after White Sox fall to Tigers. Chicago Ridge family reunited as son recovers from cancer. Pope Francis hospitalized for planned intestinal surgery. A story of love and family at La Capilla, a church in Chicago's back of the yards. The next headlines are from the Times of India. COVID live, now, steroids linked bone tissue death worries docs. Mom faints at really STN, 2-year-old fetches help. Lalu, rubbery back on posters ahead of Silver Jubilee event. BJP bets on Dami, effects gen shift in Uganda ahead of polls. India to maintain warships in Gulf owned to aid merchant ships. In 2020, Wildlife Board cleared land diversion for 48 projects. Grandpa's foods could be back on menu. Amid power crisis in Punjab, Sidhu bats for 300 free units. Plate against Twitter MP for spreading communal hatred. Khan may accept DMK's arrest offer in bid to placate rebels. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Monday, July 5, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are about world records making news. Huawei breaks the world record with its supercomputer with artificial intelligence, aviation analysis wing. Nathan's hot dog eating contest 2021 results, Joey Chestnut sets new world record, wins 14th title, CBS Sports. Letters to the editor, Mithili Raj sets a world record, teaching creative writing, Telegraph India. Joey Chestnut eats world record 76 hot dogs to win Nathan's famous 4th of July hot dog eating contest, ESPN. Diamond League, Armand Duplantis with another 6m jump, fails to improve world record, News 18. Telangana, Green India Challenge plants 1 million trees in 1 hour, sets world record, Times of India. A 112-year-old in Puerto Rico sets Guinness World Record as oldest living man, CNN. Leon Sentinel sets world record, harness link. Goat alert, Mithili the goat trends on Twitter after India skipper shatters world record, News 18. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Zuck wishes America a happy birthday in the most cursed way possible. TikTok's algorithm and AI tech are now up for sale. The Addams Family character posters are here. China bans ride-hailing app Didi from app stores over violations of user data collection and usage. Biden launches federal probe into international ransomware attack that hit 1,000+ companies. Margot Robbie puts her body through hell and likes it. The Tomorrow War, what director Chris McKay wants you to know. Star Wars, Visions headed to Disney Plus in September. Porsche recalls roughly 43,000 taken electric cars over bug that causes sudden power loss. Bird to offer accessible vehicles for people with disabilities in New York City pilot. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was in Iran at 121.28 degrees Fahrenheit or 49.6 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was midpoint in Antarctica at -94.9 degrees Fahrenheit or -70.5 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Review, warmly satirical werewolves within is comic horror with a heart. The comics, award-winning sci-fi, and non-fiction we're reading this summer. Is the Dragon Man skull actually from a new hominin species? Getting what you pay for, a spin on the design-focused electric bike. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Former federal prosecutor takes down Donald Trump Jr.'s Fox claim Alan Weisselberg only missed a little bit in taxes. Trump biographer explains Ivanka Trump is in peril along with Alan Weisselberg. Ex-Manhattan assistant warns Alan Weisselberg he's unlikely to win because these are strong charges. CNN's Jim Acosta recalls Trump's 2016 brag that destroys his rally claim about taxes. Ana Navarro said she rolled her eyes at hypocritical Republicans celebrating America after trying to destroy it. Church lets Allen West use pulpit to announce gubernatorial race with a campaign video. Roger Stone's aide is throwing Women for America First under the bus. What is wrong with you? Donald Trump Jr. accused of desecrating July 4th with picture of dad riding eagle. New report reveals how the media has widely misunderstood the Trump Organization indictment. Trump warned that his rallies are only making his legal problems worse. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Anti-vaxxers want you to believe vaccines don't work against the Delta variant. They're wrong. We are on track for a planet-wide, climate-driven landscape makeover. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Fortunately for UFO believers, official report leaves plenty to the imagination. The Nevada Independent. The next items are the top results for news about longevity and immortality. Life in 2050, a glimpse at medicine in the future, interesting engineering. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Monday, July 5th, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Pentagon's UFO report, no panic in the streets. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Monday, July 5th, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News I8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News I8. All rights reserved.